Have you ever heard about the fascinating and mysterious world of the Sumerians? In today's video, we will take you on an intriguing journey through ancient history, revealing a fascinating and extraordinary story that has captured the attention of researchers and enthusiasts for decades. Our story dates back over 445,000 years ago, when a group of extraterrestrial beings is believed to have visited Earth in search of gold. We'll unravel the secrets of the Sumerians and their alleged interaction with extraterrestrial beings, and examine their creation myths and the role of the Anunnaki in their civilization. So let's dive right into the world of ancient mythology and unearth the fascinating stories that have captured the imaginations of people for centuries. According to ancient texts and myths, these extraterrestrial beings genetically engineered primitive workers to mine gold and provided the foundation of civilization to humanity. The story of the Anunnaki, a group of gods in Sumerian mythology, tells of their arrival on Earth and their interaction with humans. However, as with any ancient tale, there are many variations and interpretations of these events. Some believe that the Anunnaki were benevolent beings who uplifted humanity, while others view them as oppressive and manipulative rulers who instigated wars and conflicts that ultimately led to a catastrophic nuclear event. The Sumerians, one of the earliest civilizations in human history, have left behind many artifacts and texts that shed light on their beliefs and practices. Their creation myths and accounts of the gods provide an intriguing glimpse into their worldview and their alleged interactions with extraterrestrial beings. The Sumerian creation myth. The Sumerian creation myth is a fascinating narrative that sheds light on the beliefs of the ancient civilization about the genesis of the universe and humankind. According to this myth, there was a time when the earth and the heavens existed, but there were no gods or humans inhabiting them. Enlil, the god who separated the heavens from the earth, was the first to bring the gods into existence. The gods were then assigned the responsibility of governing the different realms of the universe, including the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. The Sumerian creation myth underscores the idea that humanity was created to serve the gods, a recurring theme in Mesopotamian literature. The Sumerians believed that the gods were the most critical aspect of their lives, and that they had the power to shape their destiny. Moreover, they believed that the universe and the gods had always existed, and that their presence was essential for the continuation of life on Earth. The Sumerian creation myth is not just a story, it is a crucial aspect of their culture and belief system. It provides insight into their understanding of the universe and their place in it. The Sumerians believed that the gods controlled everything, from the natural forces to human fate. They believed that it was their duty to appease the gods through worship and offerings, and failure to do so could bring about disaster and calamity. The Sumerian creation myth also reveals the complex hierarchy of gods that the ancient civilization believed in. The gods were assigned specific responsibilities, and each one of them had a distinct personality and temperament. For instance, Enlil was the god of the air and the chief of all gods, while Ennu was the god of the heavens. E was the god of the waters, while Inanna was the goddess of love and war. Furthermore, the Sumerian creation myth highlights the role of women in their society. Inanna, the goddess of love and war, played a vital role in the creation myth, as she was responsible for bringing civilization to the people of Sumer. The myth also portrays her as a powerful and influential figure who could challenge the gods and emerge victorious. In conclusion, the Sumerian creation myth is a fundamental aspect of their culture and beliefs, shedding light on their understanding of the universe and their place in it. The myth emphasizes the importance of serving the gods and highlights the complex hierarchy of deities that the Sumerians believed in. It also reveals the role of women in their society and underscores the belief that the gods controlled everything, from natural forces to human fate. The ancient astronaut theory. The ancient astronaut theory is a fascinating concept that proposes that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in the past and played a significant role in shaping human civilization. According to this theory, these beings came from a planet called Nibiru and landed in Earth's oceans, creating a settlement called Eridu. Later on, they established a mission control center, spaceport, mining operations, and a way station on Mars. The ancient astronauts allegedly used genetic engineering to create the first humans, whom they tasked with mining gold. These beings were referred to as Homo sapiens and were treated as primitive workers. The theory further suggests that the ancient astronauts took on the role of gods and were responsible for many of the world's religious myths and legends. The theory also posits that the biblical stories of creation, Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, the Deluge, and the Tower of Babel, were based on earlier writings by the Anunnaki Sumerians. The ancient astronaut theory is a controversial idea, and there is much debate surrounding its validity. However, it remains an intriguing concept that continues to capture the imagination of many. The Sumerians and extraterrestrial beings. The Sumerians believed that their gods had a direct impact on their lives, and that many of their rituals and ceremonies were performed to appease them. According to the ancient astronaut theory, the astronauts played a pivotal role in shaping the Sumerian civilization. They allegedly gave the Sumerians knowledge of agriculture, mathematics, and astronomy, which helped to advance their society. The theory further suggests that the ancient astronauts engaged in conflicts and wars that eventually led to a nuclear catastrophe. This catastrophic event wiped out the Sumerian civilization, forcing the astronauts to leave Earth. While this theory is disputed by many, it offers an intriguing perspective on the Sumerians' beliefs and their interaction with extraterrestrial beings. In conclusion, the Sumerians were a fascinating civilization that had unique beliefs about the universe and their place in it. The Sumerian creation myth provides insight into their understanding of the world and their relationship with their gods. The ancient astronaut theory, while controversial, offers a compelling perspective on the Sumerians' interaction with extraterrestrial beings and their role in shaping human civilization. The enduring legacy of the Sumerians. The Sumerian civilization may have come to an end, but their impact on human history has persisted to this day. Thanks to archaeological discoveries over the past century and a half, we have uncovered a wealth of knowledge about their culture, language, and beliefs. Many of these discoveries have been made in the Near East, where the Sumerians lived, worked, and worshipped. One of the most significant finds from this period is the Epic of Gilgamesh, an ancient text that tells the story of the eponymous king of Uruk and his quest for immortality. But the epic is more than just a tale of a heroic king. It is a reflection of the Sumerian worldview and their understanding of the human condition. The text describes the struggle between grain and sheep, which was believed to be the first argument in human history, and it explores the themes of mortality, friendship, and the nature of the divine. The Epic of Gilgamesh is widely considered to be one of the earliest works of literature, and it has influenced countless other works of fiction throughout history. Its themes and motives can be seen in everything from the Bible to modern science fiction, and its impact on literature cannot be overstated. But the Sumerians' legacy extends far beyond their literature. They were one of the first civilizations to develop a writing system, and their cuneiform script was used for centuries throughout the Near East. They were also pioneers in agriculture, developing irrigation systems that allowed them to cultivate crops on a large scale. They built impressive cities such as Uruk and Ur, with towering ziggurats that served as religious and administrative centers. The Sumerians' influence can also be seen in their religious beliefs, which were polytheistic and centered around a pantheon of gods and goddesses. Many of these deities were later adopted by other civilizations in the region, such as the Babylonians and the Assyrians, and their worship continued for centuries. In conclusion, the Sumerians may have disappeared from history, but their legacy has endured through their literature, writing system, agriculture, architecture, and religion. They were pioneers in many fields, and their influence can still be seen in our world today. By studying their culture and achievements, we can gain a greater understanding of our shared human history and the development of civilization. Thank you for watching this video about the Sumerians and their enduring legacy. We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we'll do our best to respond. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about ancient history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.